The importance of experimentation, improvisation, research techniques, and local-derived foundational compositional methods are some of the themes that will come under the spotlight at the 2017 edition of the Afrikan Freedom People. The concert series has brought together 3 regional composers of different musical backgrounds to create music together and to facilitate workshops and performances with local students. Now, the performances and workshops will be conducted by trumpeter, composer and bandleader Mandla Mlangeni and of course some of his colleagues. Mandla is here this morning and he joins us now to tell us more. Welcome to Morning Love.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, Pearl.
Take us through it. The Afrikan Freedom Principle. What is the concept and what was the inspiration behind it?
Well, the Afrikan Freedom Principle is an umbrella movement that was started by me and a couple of other friends in 2013 under the premise of actually bringing music to a wider audience and making our music available to a wider audience. Largely, for a large part, our music from outside is usually giving a preference over our music and our additional and how our techniques are made. So we basically want to grow audiences and we want to make access to quality music and diverse music during Africa Month to as wide an audience as possible. We'll be hosting a series of workshops and performances at Miyagi, at the Miyagi Cape Gate Center for Music, which has a school's program, music program. We'll be doing something at the Wits Music Department. We'll also be interacting with the Orbit Jazz Club. We'll be working with various institutions such as schools, high schools as well, such as Sacred Heart. So it's very involved, and our main aim is to actually participate in actually making a reality of decolonization and actually making sense of what is around us and making sense of what we have already as Africans and as South Africans.
Now, the series was established in 2013. Yes. Just take us through the evolution from when you started and how it's grown.
Yes, we've hosted quite a number of prolific artists such as Louis Moholu, Andile Nana. We've had Shabaka Hutchings, who's the mobile artist of the year in the UK. We've had quite a couple of other people as well. We've had too many. Dizu Plaikis, for example. We have had Errol Dyers. So pioneers in their own genres. So we hope to establish this and actually get more involvement and more people actually coming to the performances. The performances are freely available to the public, especially the workshops. There will be a roster available, and they can actually access it through our website, which is on my personal website called the mandlafreedom.com. Where they can actually engage with that the program is happening. Speaking
of expansion, I mean, this year you'll be traveling to Mbabane, Maputo, yes, as well as remaining in Johannesburg. Why the move to expand?
In that networks, creating networks within the African region. So it's much more easier to travel to Europe than it is to travel within your own continent, and also creating networks amongst institutions here in Africa and creating networks amongst artists here in Africa, and also participating in a much more broader dialogue, something that is lacking very much so in South Africa. Somehow we as South Africans see ourselves very different to other Africans in the whole of Africa, and hence this problem of xenophobia. So we want to tackle this, to say that umuntu ngabantu. So in us reimagining ourselves, we also have to interact with our neighbors. We have to interact with ourselves and actually interrogate our systems of working and see how other people actually work with their operational systems.
Fantastic. Now, talking about these workshops, what are some of the key issues that are discussed at these gatherings?
Well, we won't be discussing. We'll be playing, and that's the. We'll be learning through playing. We'll be having our own. We'll be learning through improvisation. We'll be learning through assimilation, indigenous knowledge techniques. Not just learning from music sheets. We'll be working with rhythm. We'll be working with quite a number of methods on actually how to perform our music and actually how to play music and how to actually deliver meaningful performances. Yes, especially with students, particularly in tertiary. We have designed a program with the Wits Music Department where we'll actually be be performing at various venues such as the Nikki's Oasis, which will be happening on the 20th of May. We'll be performing at the Orbit, which will be happening on the 24th of May on Africa Day. And yeah, and also various performances with these established artists called the Living Legacy Project, which will be happening at the Orbit on the 25th of May, which will also feature artists such as Lus Muhulu, Kaya Mahlangu, Marcus Wyatt, Andile Nana. Too many to mention, Steve Dyer, Sia Makuzeni. So it's a very ambitious project. We hope that there'll be greater participation from the wider audiences. That's why we come on these platforms to actually share this information, because we want people to actually participate. And yeah, definitely, we say to make something happen.
All right, and very quickly, Mandla, before I let you go, what can the students expect this year?
What the students can expect this year is to actually delve into African music more, delve into the canon of South African music more, delve into what music is, and actually learning different performance techniques and methods.
All right, thank you so much. What an epic chat with trumpeter, composer, and band leader Mandla Mlangeni, with chatting to us about what they'll be doing this year on the Afrikan Freedom Principle project. It's a concert series that includes workshops and live music events all around the country. And of course, this year they'll be going to Mbabane and other African countries as well. Well, stay with us. When we come back, the tenors are live on the Morning Live stage. You're going to love it.